It is my great delight to introduce the 15-time Grammy-winning icon, Adele!
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 shocking things we learned in Adele One Night Only.
Thank you for coming, thank you for sticking with me. Especially everyone that knows me, because I bet it was hard to hang on sometimes.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most surprising and interesting tidbits we got from Adele's interview with Oprah Winfrey. What was your favorite part of the special? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. New songs. Luckily for us, this iconic special contained both an interview with Oprah Winfrey and a concert at Griffith Observatory. During the show, Adele treated us to classic tunes like Hello and Someone Like You.
And hope you see my face and that you'll be reminded that for me, it isn't over.
But she also gave us a little sneak peek at her upcoming album 30 by singing some of her new songs. Of course, this included Easy on Me, the record's first single. And while we've been listening to it since its release, watching her perform it live was something to behold.
So go easy on me.
We also heard the unreleased I Drink Wine, Hold On, and Love Is a Game. Unsurprisingly, they were all exquisite. It goes without saying, but November 19th can't come soon enough.
You know I'm gonna do it again.
Number 9. The creative process. We've all wondered how the star is able to create music that's so meaningful and deep. Well, as it turns out, Adele often doesn't realize she's doing it at first.
Is that a part of your process? Is
Yeah.
the music as catharsis?
Yeah, it definitely channels from somewhere else, you know, when I'm singing and when I'm writing.
She undoubtedly uses her music to work through things, especially with her upcoming album. It's a crucial part of her creative and personal process. But Adele admitted to Winfrey that she's not quite sure how she accesses those cathartic emotions or where they come from.
There's something that I'm pulling from somewhere else. I don't know if something else from underneath, I don't know what it is coming up through me, but it's not, I don't know how I access it. It's wild.
In fact, the songs often end up being a surprise to her as well, highlighting just how influential our subconscious can be. Whatever she's doing, we hope she never stops.
But then you listen to the music and you think, deep,
yeah,
right?
you know, or I'll just be like, I am making progress, or like, just, it's a revelation to me, the songs.
Number 8. Her courage. It's no secret that Adele lets us in on some of the most intimate and private moments of her life through her art. But how did she feel comfortable doing that, especially in a culture driven by clickbait and gotcha moments? Well, that's what Oprah was wondering.
What gives you the freedom, actually, and the courage to be able to fall apart and expose yourself?
And the singer's answer was incredibly compelling. She feels it's important to put her story out there, as she hopes her songs will help others feel less alone. After all, that's what music has always done for her.
And I would like to do, you know, the same for people that feel so alone when they're feeling something.
Mm-hmm.
To be reminded that they're not alone.
And per the vocalist herself, a little public scrutiny is nothing compared to what she's endured over the last few years privately.
So I'm not frightened about what people may or might not do now.
Number 7. The story behind Hold On. Lyrically, Hold On appears to be one of the most poignant and heartbreaking songs on 30.
How do I feel so mighty some more?
According to Adele, it's about a time when she felt down and lost, as things had gotten chaotic in her personal life. Getting divorced, the resulting changes in parenting, and the work required to care for herself while maintaining her responsibilities was incredibly taxing. So understandably, there were times when she was exhausted and simply didn't want to deal with it all anymore.
And also trying to, like, move forward, like, but like with intention, not just trying to get out of it for no reason. Made my feet hurt walking through all of that concrete.
Still, her friends always encouraged her to hold on through those overwhelming moments. And thankfully, she did. Number 6. Motherhood. While it was far from easy, Adele knew that getting a divorce was the best thing to do not only for herself, but for her son, Angelo. This way, he gets to see his mom happy as her truest self.
I think it's as loving as doing that for the kids by leaving and you know, finding your own happiness so that they really know who you are.
While speaking with Oprah, the performer shared a bit more about her life as a mother, and she touchingly noted that she's sharing the deepest parts of who she is with her son through her new album.
And I just wanted for him to hear me talking madly deeply about who I am and how I feel. Like, you know, and I don't know if I'd ever be able to have that conversation with him in real life.
As for her dreams for her child, like most moms, she just wants Angelo to be a good person and wishes happiness for him. She doesn't care what career path he one day chooses to pursue, simply hoping he's passionate about it.
I don't expect anything of him. I don't care what his career is, as long as he's passionate about whatever it is that he does and that he's happy.
Number 5. Weight loss. Adele underwent a physical transformation over the past 2 years, but despite everyone's obsession with her weight, she clarified that it was never really about getting skinny.
Oh, I wasn't bothered about that at all, but in that process of having, you know, lost all of that weight, I definitely really contributed towards me getting my mind right.
She actually struggled with anxiety in the midst of her divorce, and exercising with her trainer helped her work through that.
I started to notice, how much I trusted my trainer and his presence when I was feeling so lost, but also that I didn't have any anxiety when I was with him at the gym.
In effect, the structure the gym gave her life helped her feel grounded. And it turns out the star is quite the athlete. At her peak, she could lift roughly 160 pounds on a deadlift.
I'm also a very good boxer. I've got a left hook that could kill you.
But she doesn't deprive herself of food she enjoys, and doesn't care if her weight fluctuates. Rather, it sounds like the gym is her happy place, and we love that for her. Number 4. Dating again. Ever since we learned that Adele and Rich Paul have been dating, the world has wanted to know more.
Like, how did you meet Rich Paul?
I met him at a birthday party, and we were on the dance floor.
And the singer gave Oprah some insight into her romance with the sports agent. According to her, he's quite funny and intelligent. What's more, things flow easily between them. But more importantly, the songstress explained that this is the first time she's truly loved and accepted herself in a relationship. By the same token, she's more open to giving and receiving affection. She's finally secure in who she is and is crucially putting self-love first.
It'd be interesting to see what my reaction is like in general to anything that hurts me now that I feel so secure in myself. And I'm talking outside of romance as well. Like, I'm just talking about in any scenario.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how close I let it come to me.
The vocalist knows that she wants peace of mind and stability, not just from her relationships, but from life in general. And we'd say that's a pretty powerful thing.
I don't have to expect someone else to give me stability. I can also be stable for myself, be a solid house that doesn't blow over in a storm.
Number 3. Childhood wounds. In a deeply honest moment, Adele revealed that her fractured relationship with her father negatively impacted her relationships as she grew up. Though she eventually realized that his bad behavior was largely due to issues with alcohol consumption, the damage was already done.
When someone that you love so much, and the more that you feel like they don't love you, you love them even more. Like, I was definitely always trying to fill that void.
She desperately wanted to be loved, yet felt it was impossible because of what she'd endured. So she made sure not to have expectations, and often hurt people before they could do the same to her.
I wouldn't arrive for them either, like, you know, and I would feed off this energy. So they'd be like, well, why would I go beyond and make that effort with you when A, you don't seem to want me to, and B, you're not doing it.
But just as she was finding herself following her divorce, her dad fell ill. Before he passed away, he listened to her discography for the first time and finally understood her. Ultimately, they made peace, which gave Adele the closure she needed and helped her truly heal.
He was proud of me for doing it. So it was very, very healing. But when he died, it was like the wound closed up.
Number 2. Her relationship with Simon Konecki today. While Adele's marriage to Simon Konecki ultimately didn't work out, there are absolutely no hard feelings between the pair. She credits him and their son Angelo for coming into her life at the perfect time.
I was so young, and I think I would have got a bit lost in all of it, like, you know, and I think I probably I could have easily gone down some dodgy paths.
They gave her a stability she thinks likely saved her life, as it kept her grounded and stopped her from engaging in self-destructive behaviors. And even though Adele and Kaneki are no longer together, she still trusts him with her life.
Really?
Oh my gosh, like beyond. Like, yeah, I feel like, yeah, him and Angelo, like, they were angels sent to me. That's how I feel.
They aren't in love anymore, but there's no doubt they still love each other. Their friendship remains strong, and they maintain a good relationship. In fact, the duo actually live across the street from one another.
Me and Simon also chat away without Angelo. Like, Angelo, you know, could be at school and...
So you're still friendly?
Oh, yes.
It's all
100%.
amicable? 100%.
Yeah, I respect him more than anyone.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The divorce. Though things are good now, Adele's divorce was hard on her. Growing up, she dreamed of one day having the perfect nuclear family.
In all these movies and all these books, like, you know, when you grow up reading them, like, that's what it should be.
Right.
Like, you know, and I just, from a very young age, just, you know, promised myself that when I had kids that we'd stay together.
She never imagined she'd split from the father of her child. But though she tried her hardest, it wasn't meant to be. There came a time where the artist told her friends that she wasn't actually happy. When she admitted that, she realized something had to change.
And I remember there was a lyric that I wrote that I put on a song on 25, which was, I want to live and not just survive. And I definitely felt like that.
And the breakup led to some major personal breakthroughs. She sat in her feelings, no matter how difficult they were. She also stopped drinking and started exercising to stay centered. Through it all, Adele got to know herself in a much deeper way than ever before, which is beautifully reflected in her upcoming album.
You better believe I'm trying to keep climbing.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.